Good morning everyone, and welcome to the second day of the ADMA National Conference 2021. With apologies for those of you who were able to participate in the sessions yesterday, I would just like to welcome those of you who have only been able to join us today. Sadly, we can't all be together in person, but I would like to assure you that the entire ADMA team has been doing its very best to ensure that you get as much value out of today's and yesterday's conference program as our physical events would be able to deliver. And I would definitely urge you to make the most of the networking at the Remo tables as well. We have titled this year's ADMA National Conference Biogas, Ready to Go, Ready to Scale, Ready to Deliver Net Zero. We believe that there are two key messages that we want to communicate to our government, the finance sector, businesses and all stakeholders. First, that this is an industry that is already mature and capable of scaling to deliver the rapid decarbonisation that we need to deliver this decade. And secondly, that preventing methane from organic wastes this decade has a much greater impact than reducing CO2 alone. Indeed, many of our AD plant operators have demonstrated that they are already delivering negative carbon. Government departments have been working hard to imagine a greener, sustainable economy with all the decarbonisation pathways that will take us to net zero by 2050. However, too often the focus is on decarbonising later decades. Immediate decarbonisation is just as imperative, if not more so, than long-term climate strategies. The particularly challenging sectors of heat, transport, waste management and agriculture need to be decarbonised in the next 9 years if we want to have a chance to reach net zero by 2050. AD makes a significant contribution to all four of those hard to decarbonise sectors. ADMA's latest report, Biogas, Biomethane, the Pathway to 2030, has shown that the AD sector has already cut UK emissions by over 1% and has the potential to deliver a further 5%. And we are determined to deliver that remaining 5% by 2030. To achieve that, we need a clear strategy which will remove the barriers, ensure we discuss the issues the industry faces, find common solutions and learn from each other and our fantastic speakers today, and look at the opportunities on the horizon. This is why we are here today, and for this we need to thank our sponsors who've made this conference possible. So a very, very big thank you to Air Liquide, BMEX, Clark Energy, Desotech, Eco2 Limited, Flowgas, Macquarie, Available Grants, Vaisala, Omex Environmental, Target Renewables and Amon Gas. Thank you very much indeed. We are now just 9 months away from the UN Climate Summit COP26, which will be hosted jointly by the UK and Italy, and where countries from all over the world will have to demonstrate greater climate ambition with concrete plans to decarbonise their economies. As host of the summit, the UK is under far greater pressure to lead by example in order to galvanise others to follow suit. In December, the Prime Minister announced a new ambition to reduce the UK's total emissions by 68% compared to 1990 levels by 2030. Now this is an extremely ambitious target, particularly in light of the fact that the UK is currently projected to miss the government's existing climate targets for the years 2023 to 2027 and 2028 to 2032, which are based on the previous much lower target of 80% by 2050. The government has committed to publish a comprehensive net zero strategy that will outline its vision for transitioning to a net zero economy in the lead up to COP26. We will continue to demonstrate the value of AD in reducing greenhouse gas emissions to ensure AD's role is adequately recognised in that strategy, and most importantly for a UK AD sector deal to ensure that we can deliver the full potential of the AD industry by 2030. A necessary component of any sector deal will be a commitment on behalf of the AD industry to ensure that all AD plants meet good standards and the whole industry develops into a high-performing industry across the board. This is why we developed the AD certification scheme with all stakeholders several years ago. The Avonmouth incident before Christmas, whilst not directly on an AD plant, demonstrated how easy it is for accidents to happen and lives to be lost. To encourage all operators to get accredited therefore, and demonstrate to everyone that they have taken all steps possible to minimise the risk of any incidents. We have discounted the application for new operators to get accredited by 30% for the rest of this month. To ensure AD is featured at COP26, we at ADBA have been meeting the UK COP26 Cabinet Office team, the UK COP26 champions, the UNFCCC and many other stakeholders to raise the importance of capturing and recycling organic wastes to tackle methane emissions and convert them into valuable green products such as biogas, biomethane, bio-CO2, natural fertilisers and other valuable bioproducts, whilst creating 60,000 new green jobs to support a post-COVID green recovery. And we're not alone in demanding more attention to the rapid methane issue. The Executive Director of the International Energy Agency, Fatih Birol, only a few days ago called for methane to be on the agenda of COP26. This year will therefore be critical in raising awareness of our sector's potential and contribution to tackling the environmental, social and economic challenges the UK is currently facing, which is of course one of the purposes of this year's ADBA National Conference 2021. So I hope you will have an excellent final day of the conference and wish you all the very best in terms of networking at the event and also in developing your businesses subsequently. And I look forward to catching up with as many of you as possible at the Remo tables during the networking opportunities. And in the meantime, I'm delighted to hand over to my colleague Leanne Williams, who will introduce the next session. Thank you.